Hello, in this video I'll show you how you can create your own personalized headband. You can match up as many colors and textures. For example, here there are many textures including some leather, cotton, silk. This is an example of what you can do with your extra scraps of material, a way to recycle. So I'm going to show you a template, and with this template, this is just this is a smaller template, but for a regular head size, normal head size, you can use like 19 by 46 centimeters, 2 pieces, and then this piece, for example, this is for the elastic, 1 piece, and that should be about 28 by 8 centimeters. The elastic band, you would want that to be about 15.5 centimeters. Okay, so if you decide to really go fancy and add many different textures and colors, you should divide your pattern, okay? And of course you can get very creative by doing all sorts of designs. For example, these are just simple diagonal pieces, okay, and you just cut along them. And before you do, make sure you label, for example, where it's the right side, the left side, okay, the first piece that goes on top, the second, third, fourth. So it would be much easier for you to put them together when the time comes. So there you go, you cut, and you place this on your material, and you cut out your material, okay? For the sake of demonstration, I'm going to show you how just a simple piece it's done. So for example, the 19 centimeters by 46 centimeters, you would want to cut 2 pieces, okay, 2 rectangular pieces, and you want to fold it in half. When you fold it in half, you stitch all along this edge about 5 millimeters from the edge, okay? When you stitch along the edge, it becomes more or less like this, turn the inside out, okay? So you stitch it, you turn it inside out, so you'll be turning it on the right side. Then you take it to the ironing board, and you iron. You make sure the seams are in the middle, like this. So then you'll have 2 of these, 1 and 2. Then you'll have the piece and this piece. Now you have to stitch along here, and this is what we're going to be doing. You stitch along and then you turn it inside out. Let's proceed. You can back stitch. And you back stitch again. Okay. Then you proceed to turn this inside out by taking a safety pin. Okay, you pin it here and you put the head of the safety pin goes in here like this, and you keep pushing it, and then you pull the material, and then you push the pin through again. You pull the material some more, you go ahead, here you go, you go through, here you go again, you pull, keep on pulling that material, okay, because we're turning it inside out. Okay, so there it is, inside out. You take away the pin, make sure. Then you can even take this to the ironing board, you iron it, and there again you make sure there is a seam in the middle. The seam comes to the middle. Okay, so now it's time to pass the elastic through. You take this pin, pin it to the elastic like this, and you begin passing it through. Now when you get to the edge here, you want to stitch to make sure the elastic is attached to this. The end is attached to this edge here too, okay? And you may want to pin it first, so you do like this. Okay, you take it to the machine, and there you go, you stitch. Out, and you may even want to back stitch, make sure it's really in there. Okay. Then you continue threading the elastic through this piece of material, which is going to become the elastic band. And there again, at the end, you take out the pin and you sew along this edge here. And then you can back stitch again and again. Okay, that's it. Okay, so here you have the elastic. Now what you do is you have to put these together this way, okay? This side, the seam to the seam, okay, to the middle. And this seam part here, you place it right in the center. You lap this to this side and you lap this to that side, and there you go, you sew right on top here, this way. Go back and forth. Okay. So you reinforce that stitch. And so this is what you end up with. Now you take this, okay, this side here again, you put the seams together, you take the elastic band again, there you see the seam again, you take it and you put it in the middle, you put these this way, and you take it to your machine and you stitch along that edge again. And here you go. It's done. Wait a minute. Okay, yes. And here you have your headband. I just have to cut some threads off. And here it is, an example. Okay, just fixing it. Okay, now we're going to see how it fits. This is just one color, so but you may do many different colors. Last thing I wanted to tell you about this is that if you want it to neaten, when you stitch along this area, if you wanted to just neaten up the edges, you can just simply do a zigzag stitch right around here, okay, and on the other side. Let's go again. And here it is. So signing off now, till the next video. Have a nice day.